Hello, lovely viewers. Welcome to yet another show. As usual, we are here to feed you with a great dose of inspiration to enable you to make the important step of becoming a health professional. Today, I have with me one of the finest brain. Dr. Ranga is here in the studio, and we will go straight to our discussion. Dr. Ranga, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Okay. Could you briefly introduce yourself?
My name is Rangarirai Makuku. It's a little bit hard, but it's a very beautiful name. It is an inspiration upon my life. It means to hold on, to keep pushing forward. So whenever people call me with my name, they're actually empowering me. And I'm a medical student currently with a history in dental therapy, my previous professional studies. I think I can describe myself as very simple as a cell, and yeah, and I also feel like although I'm simple, but I can add value in a complex system.
Thank you. You mentioned you have a dental therapy background. So
yes.
Why the jump from dental therapy to medicine?
To me, I did not jump, but I take it as kind of a process of differentiation. You know, when you are coming to be, it does not just happen. It's a process which happens slow but sure. It only happened that I started as a dental therapist. That was my starting point into the field. Then I grew up into whom I am going to become. Maybe I'm also not going to die as a medical doctor. I'm just going to become whoever I am really or truly me. You know, such a process happens in life. And I believe it's also true to me.
Great. That sounds like a journey of self-discovery. I'm already motivated.
That's true. You know, I think the journey of self-discovery, in my perspective, it's not only something contextual or something cognitive, but it's something practical. It's something which you do trial and error. And if you see yourself, you know, doing well in certain thing, then do more, add more energy, put more focus. You see, like, you discover the more finer you in the activity or in the process. So that's my mantra to life. And that's what I believe is the true journey to success.
I love your energy.
Thank you.
Now, back to, medicine.
Yeah.
How has the transition been from your background to now into medicine now? How easy has it been?
Coming from a platform of dental therapy, you actually has to adjust a lot of stuff when you're coming to medicine, you know, because when you come to medicine is like a plane. If I was to analogize these two professions as a space, I would say maybe dental therapy was like my small country, Zimbabwe. You know, now I'm coming to medicine. It's like I'm coming to USA, kind of stuff. In terms of business, in terms of the wide space of activity, the spectra is just too large, and you needed to collect yourself and get composure to actually do something with accuracy. You know, it's a wide field which really needs a lot of discipline, a lot of energy and focus on what you are doing. You don't need a lot of distractions. So I think that has been part of my adjustment process.
Wow. So in this wide field of medicine,
okay,
what has been most challenging for you as a medical student, and how have you overcome it?
You know, I can say the main challenge which I faced in my medical education was not, or is not really attributed to the concept of medicine, but it's an environmental factor, language to be more specific. The country which I'm studying medicine, the first thing is it's not my native country. The second thing is the language of instruction is not English, it's Persian. And I happen to be, to some extent, not really good at learning languages, especially this language. So I've been having a lot of challenges, especially if you check my marks, they've been a sharp decline, you know, like at overall performance. If I'm checking my basic sciences where I was learning English, and when I did a transition into learning in Persian, there was a marked difference, a marked decline in the performance. So that has been really embarrassing.
Wow. But you are still going.
That's true. So it's like when you're falling, there's a baseline which will actually contain you, which will like, it's like you reach a place of equilibrium, yes, where energies are balancing. Then you started to cruise in that level. So I can say I'm already now in my equilibrium, though I'm striving hard to, you know, to boost it up, but it's hard.
Yeah, it's hard, but you reach equilibrium. So make your move. Whether it's studying in Chinese, whether it's in German, whether it's in French, just start and you'll find your equilibrium. Now, very important question. For a medical student, what
Yes.
are the most important qualities that will ensure a student in medicine will succeed as you are succeeding?
This question, I think I can answer it from a global perspective, not only from a medical student perspective, because the first thing is, before you become a medical student, there is this title of medical student or doctor, which the community is selling, you know, what the community knows about this profession. So those are some of the things which motivate people to come into the field. But there's a difference, or there's a variation between the ideal community perceived doctor and the actual, you know, the actual thing which you live. So in my journey, I think I'm finding this a little bit hard to really know that it's not as prestigious as what people think. It's not as hard to as what people think. It's not as you know, like it's not bulky as what people think. It's true, it has its own challenges, but what I can say, they're manageable, and you can actually do well. Of course, if I can remember very well, when I was doing my dental therapy, I remember very well that attaining something like 60%, about 60 out of 100, I would feel like, oh my God, what am I doing here, you see? And even I can remember very well, coming from my high school performance, I would get something like 90% going high. But when I came to medical student, right now, I thank God for just passing, you see. So it seems as if it's a hardship, it's true, but the baseline is it's doable. It's doable. And in my class, I see many students actually exceedingly doing well. Yeah.
Great, great. Thank you, man. I feel the energy though. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Now, dental therapy, medicine, and you are also an MPH student.
Oh my God.
So, medicine at the same time with MPH. So you are MD, MPH. It's a dual degree you are having. How has MPH influenced your understanding of medicine?
I can say, okay, coming from a background of dental therapy, now in medicine, which I'm differentiating into another thing because of the addition of MPH, which I don't really know what is the final result. But I know the final result is always better than whatsoever.
Great metamorphic being.
Yes. But what I want to say about this movement is a metaphysical word, which I can call metacognition, the ability to view yourself from within and try to understand your inner person. Who is you? Who are you? What do you really want in life? And how can you balance the available opportunities and your aspirations in life? So it only happens that when I was doing my MD, I got an opportunity of doing MPH. Then it also happens that when you're coming from Africa especially, you can't afford to be any specialist of medicine without a hold on public health issues, because we have a big challenge, especially in institutions. Now, learning MPH, especially I'm doing a kind of a specialty in public policy. This has actually opened my eyes big time in terms of how organizations are built and how they run, how governments do things and why they don't do things. I've learned how policies are made and how policies influence the day-to-day activities of institutions, especially governments. When it comes to Africa, I can sum the whole staircase of problems into poor policy formulation and implementation. It's all around policy. So I believe by learning public health, I'm actually going to learn very important tools needed for Africa to move ahead. And it's my recommendation for all doctors and health practitioners to actually start MPH. Why? Because, it gives you an external view of yourself, not just becoming a doctor with your patient, and your view, your scope is limited to the bedside. But MPH takes you away from the hospital, and you see why are you not having the right equipment to do what you are supposed to do, and what has to be done for the smooth running of your services. That's very important, especially in resource stringent communities like Africa.
You love medicine.
A lot.
You love MPH.
A lot.
So, is there any specific part of medicine that you love most?
That's true. I'm also getting to love, of course, I love oncology, but I'm loving immunology. So immuno-oncology is becoming my new is a new thing. And we cannot wish away the impact or the importance of immunology in the history of medicine as a whole. Because if we recall very well, there are vaccinations which actually have, I think vaccinations have been one of the greatest inventions of humanity and have saved millions of people who were supposed to die. Now, coming from that perspective of how we are even coming out of COVID-19 pandemic through vaccinations, we can extrapolate that impact into oncology. And it's very true, given the current direction, the current projection of immunotherapy into oncology. Definitely, the future is bright. And I want to be part of the solution to cancer problems, not only in Africa, but in the whole world. And I believe through research and constant education, I'll do more.
And I believe with this enthusiasm and energy, you will get there.
Definitely, thank you.
I believe by now, anyone watching us is already inspired. But what are your final words for anyone out there who wants to be on a journey just like you have been on?
My encouragement to everyone in life is life is a project. And for projects to be successful, you need to come up with a strategy. Strategy means you become true to yourself, you balance your energy or your advantages, or you mirror them with what you want to do. Then you devise ways which are customized to you specifically, which work only to your accustomed life. Then you become true to yourself. You pursue your dreams without compromise. You avoid distractions. You focus on what is important. Don't focus on things which you cannot change. Things like the politics of the country, the economy, maybe racial issues or other big issues which you cannot change as an individual. Your success comes more from your daily little things that you can change. Thank you.
Thank you. Your success comes from your daily little things which you can change. Thank you so much for being with us, Dr. Ranga.
Thank you so much.
I know viewers will request for your presence again, and we will be, so glad to have you back.
I'll be here.
Okay.
I'll be here. Thank you so much, Dr. Asuma.
Thank you for being with us. See you again, same time. Goodbye.